and the Wright Brothers by Timothy R. Gaffney, illustrated by Bernadette Pons. In the year 1903, Wee and his mouse family lived in a bike shop in Dayton, Ohio, where they ran the Mouse News newspaper. The bike shop was owned by brothers Orville and Wilbur Wright. In the back of their bike shop, the Wright brothers would work on building flying machines. Every year, they would take a trip to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, to test them. One day, the brothers were discussing a new invention they were creating called a flyer. Unlike the gliders they had been inventing, this one will have a motor and propellers. Wee was all ears so he could report it in the Mouse News. That summer, the Wright brothers packed up the flyer to take to Kitty Hawk. Wee decided he would go to report on it in the Mouse News. The night before the trip, Wee's family helped him make a nest in the crate, and it was loaded onto the train to North Carolina. When the Wright brothers got to North Carolina, they had to take a boat because Kitty Hawk is on an island. The Wright brothers worked tirelessly on putting their flyer together. On December 17th, in the icy cold winds, the Wright brothers decided to finally test their flyer. Before the men could take off, Wee snuck inside Orville's pocket so he could be a part of the journey. When Orville finally got on the flyer, Wee crawled out of his pocket and held on to the plane. They were soon taking off through the air. It was flying, actually flying. The flyer stayed in the air for 12 seconds before hitting the ground. Even though they had crashed, the flyer was still fine, so the brothers kept taking turns, and each time it went further and further until it crashed one final time and then broke. When they returned home to Dayton, Ohio, we wrote all about the flying machine and how it was a great success. All the other mice were so happy. The end.